Yu-Gi-Oh is an easy game to learn until it's not. So I'm here to explain some of the mechanics of the game. And the next thing we're going to go over is ritual summoning. Now rituals are these blue cards that go in the main deck as opposed to the extra deck. Now most of these nowadays do have effects, but they all have something in common. And that is, you can ritual summon this card with X ritual spell. Now, typically, they'll say you can, meaning you can use other ritual spells if you're able to, but some older Yu-Gi-Oh cards still say you must ritual summon this monster with X card. Until these cards get eroded, if it says you must use X card, you must use X card. There's no other circumstance where you can. Now, there are some ritual spells that say you can ritual summon any ritual monster with this spell. However, most ritual monsters do come with their own ritual spell that says it is used to summon X monster or X monsters in said archetype. And usually, these ritual spells say they have to equal or exceed the level of certain ritual monsters. However, there are some that say it must equal the exact level. Using a more modern day example, Amane no Murakumo no Mitsurugi says that you can ritual summon this card with a Mitsurugi ritual spell. Now, there's only one Mitsurugi ritual spell, but this one is a very powerful one. And there's a few reasons for that, but sticking with this being a tutorial video for ritual summoning, we're just going to stick with the effect that it ritual summons. And that is that you can use this card to ritual summon any reptile ritual monster, but the monsters that you send for cost must equal the levels of the monster you're attempting to summon. So being that this card says it must equal, it must equal. You cannot go over. So being that Murakumo is a level 8, you must send monsters from hand or field to the grave that equal level 8. This can be any number of monsters so long as the level equals the level of the monster you're attempting to summon. Now, some ritual spells, like Blackluster Ritual, says it can be 8 or more. So assuming you're attempting to use Blackluster Ritual to summon Blackluster Soldier, who is a level 8, you can use a level 5 and a level 4, even though the levels equal 9, to summon out this monster, specifically because Blackluster Ritual says it has to equal 8 or more. And that's pretty much how you ritual summon. This is the only other alternative summoning condition outside of Fusion Summon from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Just people never used it because the cost was too great for the power that you got in return. But with Mitsurugi being a powerhouse of a deck right now, and it is a ritual summon version deck, I figured that it would be good to have this be one of the main tutorials that I did. Be sure to follow to get more tutorials about how to play this game.